A cold dawn spread across the steel-blue Atlantic sky and waves rolled like restless soldiers preparing for a silent battle, and on the deck of the mighty carrier USS Resolute sailors moved quickly, shoulders stiff from ocean wind and the taste of salt in the air, and today felt like any other mission day. Yet whispers floated among the crew about a newcomer arriving, someone young, someone unknown, someone they assumed would struggle like most new arrivals. A transport helicopter descended, slicing the morning wind, and when its skids kissed the metal deck, out stepped a young woman in simple fatigues, a duffel on her shoulder, calm eyes searching the horizon and the ship itself. She saluted no one, made no dramatic entrance, simply stood firm as though she had always belonged there, and several sailors smirked, thinking she was another academy hopeful thrown into real sea duty. "Another newbie," one sailor muttered under his breath. "Hope she knows how to tie a knot." She only nodded slightly and walked forward, studying every detail around her: pipes, railings, radar arrays, crew movements, patterns, as if she were memorizing the heartbeat of the ship, and she carried herself with a quiet confidence that nobody noticed or respected, not yet. Inside the command center, officers studied rising tensions, hostile fleets shifting aggressively near disputed waters, and the air felt tight with unspoken danger. Radar signatures suggested escalation, and for the first time in months the crew sensed the possibility of real conflict, and the new girl listened quietly just outside that circle, absorbing everything. Hours passed and she toured engineering, the radar room, aircraft decks, machine halls, quietly learning, calmly observing, and each time she crossed paths with sailors they tossed casual remarks. "Lost already?" someone teased. "Just learning the ship," she replied, soft voice, calm tone. "Better get used to fear. This isn't the academy. Out here the ocean decides who survives." She gave a polite nod and kept walking, never once trying to explain who she truly was. Tension intensified by evening when radar confirmed hostile vessels moving in spearhead formation, submarines lurking below surface, jamming signatures creeping into U.S. frequencies. This was no drill, no bluff, no show, and alarms blared, red lights flashed, boots thundered across steel, and the USS Resolute shifted into battle readiness. The new girl stood at the edge of the command deck, eyes fixed on glowing screens, seeing patterns others missed, and when senior staff argued protocols she stepped forward quietly. "They're planning to strike first," she said, voice mild but certain. The strategist frowned, annoyed. "Observers observe, they do not advise." She stepped back with grace, offering no protest because she knew arrogance was a greater enemy than any foreign fleet. Minutes later, missile launch signatures appeared, 3 arcs streaking across radar, 1 high, 2 skimming, and officers shouted in disbelief, and chaos ignited across the deck. "Missile lock detected." Then impact alarms screamed, yet defensive systems fired intercepts. 2 missiles burst and fell into the sea, but one low-flying weapon cut beneath radar window, and panic surged through the room moments before a sudden override triggered and the ship defenses eliminated the final threat in a blinding flash just above the waves. "Who authorized that override?" the captain demanded, voice hard. No answer came, and silence settled until a young operator stammered it came from Admiral clearance level. Admiral clearance. Confusion rippled because no admiral was known to be aboard, but the eyes of every person slowly turned as the quiet young woman stepped forward. She reached into her jacket and placed a sealed badge on the table, the 4-star insignia catching the command room lights. "There is, now," she said gently. The room froze, breath held, disbelief etched in every face. Admiral Alina Shepard, newly appointed Fleet Commander, undercover evaluation, assignment confidential, arrival protocol, and in an instant the crew realized they had mocked, ignored, underestimated the highest authority on board. "We don't have time for shock," she said firmly. "Move the fleet into adaptive diamond defense formation, subs sweep flank cruisers forward, prepare jets, but hold fire unless they fire again." Her voice cut through panic like steel through fog, and suddenly the crew moved with purpose, respect, urgency, and engines roared to life as the warship pivoted gracefully through towering waves, ready to face an enemy that believed the Americans were unprepared, unaware, alone. But they were not alone anymore. She stood at the command center, not gloating, not lecturing, simply leading, breathing, steady heart, calm eyes, sharp as ocean wind blowing across steel and salt and destiny. Every sailor who doubted her now watched with awe as battle formations shifted, precision movements like chess pieces sliding into checkmate position, and enemy commanders hesitated, seeing U.S. forces transform with sudden purpose. Admiral Shepard lifted her chin, eyes on the horizon, unshaken, unbroken, and radiating authority earned, not demanded. They thought they took out the new girl. They never realized she was here to command the ocean itself.